Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. From Fox Business, Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter, take it private. Tesla CEO Elon Musk offered to buy Twitter for $54.20 a share. I think it's like 38 now. It's a 50% premium. I'm a little torn on this. Even though I'm a big fan of Elon, he does some things and says some things I don't like as well about the CCP in China and all that, but that's just part of business. But let's read on. I'm 50-50 on this. To tell you the truth, Twitter's dying. It was dying before Trump. Trump saved it, oddly enough. And then, of course, they turned on him. And what they pulled with the Hunter Biden laptop, I thought was just, it was so off the cliff, even for them. Let's read on. Tesla CEO Elon Musk offered to buy Twitter, a deal worth more than $43 billion, and take the social media company private. Musk's best and final offer was to pay $54.20 a share for 100% of Twitter, and said that his offer was not accepted. He'd have to reconsider his position as a shareholder, according to an SEC filing. Musk recently disclosed a 9.2% stake in Twitter, but he rejected an offer to join its board of directors and criticized the social media platform in tweets, as well as should be. They are a scourge of democracy, absolute scourge. Let's tell the truth here. Twitter is a gigantic show, and it always has been. But it wasn't always like that. It's been taken over by progressive ideologues. It's run by them. The rank and file is them. They get to pick and choose winners, just like a lot of ways YouTube does. It's really unfair, very unfair. And we're going to have to see how their algorithms screw over people, content creators. Twitter does it. YouTube does it. I'm on other platforms, Gab, Getter, Parler, and Rumble. It's hard to get traction on those because I'm new on there. And it's always tough when it's new. I wanted to say that when I originally had a chess channel on here, I went over world-class chess games. And I changed over the news and politics. And a lot of my chess people didn't like it, and I get that. But as far as news and politics goes, this is my 1,000th episode. That's a long ways, folks. 1,000 episodes. And I'm still struggling to get the watch hours of 4,000 hours. The problem with news channels and politics channels is they're not evergreen ads. In other words, that news item is now, old news. Nobody wants to watch old news, so it's tough to get people to watch old videos. So I'm hoping, please help me. Make a comment down below just to say hi. Whatever comment you want to put, even if it's criticism. I'm fine with that as long as it's constructive. And share this link and video everywhere you can, even on your Twitter account. And your social media, email the link to friends and family. Anything you can do to get around the algorithm from YouTube, I would really appreciate it. I'm still plugging away. 1,000 episodes, boy, that's a lot of work, but I really don't mind because I love it. I invested in Twitter because I believe it has potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe. And I believe free speech is a social imperative for a functioning democracy. I agree 100%. Musk wrote, however, since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve this social imperative in its current form. Yep, absolutely correct. It's dying. And they don't care if it dies. I don't understand. I really don't. I mean, Twitter stock was really high and it's gone really low. Now it's come back up. They've taken something that had lightning in a bottle. Even Jack Dorsey, for Pete's sake, has dropped out. He owns 2.odd%. Elon Musk owns more than Jack Dorsey, one of the founders. Much of the takeover attempt is not a threat. It's simply not a good investment without the changes that need to be made. He's absolutely right. You know, you might not have liked Trump's mean tweets. And this misinformation campaign is just nonsense. Just nonsense. 95%, 99% even, I'd say, of the so-called misinformation is just political ideology that you don't like, being Twitter. But the thing for me that really put me off them, there was one that had to do with SEX nature of a minor. I'm not going to get into it because this is YouTube and I don't want to get off my community guideline strike. But as far as politically goes, that crap they pulled with the Hunter Biden laptop, that was the final straw for me. I still post on there just out of habit. That in Facebook, I just put a link. Anybody wants to go to my Twitter account, it's at Critico's Corner. Now, I also post on Getter, Parler, and Rumble. But I don't know. I'm 50-50. If Elon takes it over, will it clean up Twitter, which is a gigantic hole as it is now? Yeah, you're going to get mean people. Yeah, you're going to get scumbags. It's just the nature of anything. But these people pretty much take it over. And the regular people like us stop using it. We use it for news once in a while. I'll go through some of the people I follow, but it's a crap storm to be sure. So, like I said, I'm 50-50. I'd like to know what you guys think. I think he just should let the platform die. A slow, painful death. Just like the mainstream media. Their ratings are all in the crapper. MSNBC, NBC, CBS, all of them. CNN especially. Let them die a slow, horrible death. Then they deserve it. They've done it to themselves. They've been taken over by ideologues. And it's just ridiculous. And it's really a shame. Because they could do so much better. And they could do so much better informing the American people. Which was their job to begin with. I'm sure there's still some good journalists in all those mainstream media outlets, but they're not allowed to do their job. And that's the way it is. This woke ideology is like a cancer. And it's filtered into every corporate board of every major corporation. Look at Disney, for Pete's sake. It's a cancer. And you have to cut out the cancer. Or you let companies like Disney die. They're going to, by suicide. So Elon, I appreciate it. I mean, like I said, I'm 50-50 if you make it private. Now, I know one thing for certain. If I was President Trump and say the offer was made to let you back on the platform, I would say, I appreciate that. Elon, I appreciate the offer of coming back on Twitter, but I have to say thanks, but no thanks. Us, the conservative people, President Trump, and everybody in between doesn't need Twitter anymore. You've made yourself irrelevant. Can Elon save them? I really don't know. We'll find out. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.